Hi guys, namaste. So I wanted to talk a little bit about the piriformis muscle, which lies between the sacrum and the hip. It is the movement of bringing the leg away, external rotation, and back in. Now, what happens sometimes, and a lot of people also who may be suffering from sciatica, is this can actually squeeze and pinch on a nerve. And when that squeezes and pinches on the nerve, then the pain can refer down your leg, can be in your lower back, can be in your bottom. And so the piriformis is a very important muscle to make sure it's functioning well, but also very important if you are dealing with these types of pains. Now, I know from myself, I've actually had some issues in these areas, and it's something that I often do to help maintain this soundness in the muscles so I don't get it as often anymore. Before, what happened was, generally for me, I was working on opening my hip space up, and I would get overly flexible, not strong enough, or too strong and not flexible enough, and that's what happens generally. And then the muscle tends to do its own thing in that these situations occur like any part of our body. So how do we fix that? Now, I have a roller and I have a peanut. You could use one ball as well. You could use a lacrosse ball. So between the here is between the thigh bone and the hip area, in between here, you're going to place the ball, okay? And you're going to lie down. This is where the piriformis lies, and we're going to do a release, okay? Contract and release here. So it is quite uncomfortable. So you'll have one leg up and then bring one leg out. Now the first stage is just to hold here. You can find it's quite tender, more tender on one side, and you would just hold here for about 1 minute. And if you are sore, you're looking at doing maybe 2 times through. If you're not sore and you're able to manage this, and this is okay, you can find the tender spot by rolling a little bit. What you can do is you can start to open and close like a clamshell, or you can rock as well, okay, if you're on a ball, and you're doing about 20 repetitions, okay? So it's up to you which one you prefer, and this is going to help release that tension and pinching into the muscle. Now, I do this regularly. I like to do it a couple of times a week, and I also like to roll up and down just a little bit to find that super tender spot. Okay, so make sure you do both sides of that to be able to get a release. So the first section is just staying on the ball, okay, and managing that, and the second one is being able to move. Now, if you don't have a ball, there's a roller option. So we're going to place, I'll go to the opposite side, so we do both sides. We're going to place it in that basically the same position. This time your hand is behind you. Okay, from here, you can just lie out here and find the spot that it is. If you're finding that this, after a little while of lying, is not tense enough, what you can do is then place the foot here on top of the other foot and lie on it. Now, I actually find this quite intense, that I feel it all the way through my leg align. So I would suggest that this is quite an intense position, and particularly for my body. And I like to sit here for 1 to 2 minutes to release it off. I do like to move a little bit, rolling. The hand behind me tends to take the pressure off. I can make it more as I lean back. The other hand can go on the core to make sure you're sitting up tall and just staying here. So these are 2 great ways to release any pressure if you have piriformis syndrome, or maybe you are dealing with back pain, glute pain, or referring pain down your leg, or you have sciatica. So give it a try, and I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to thumbs up and like, and let me know if there's anything you're working on so I can help you. Have a great day. Namaste.